Welcome to Taj 777 presents the Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Ka Asli Animal. This is match 7, the match between the Milnerton Masters, sponsored by Billy 777, and the Strandfontein Saints, sponsored by Cricket Trust of India. And we're looking forward to a fantastic clash between these two today. Before we get to that, we have had the pitch report and the toss. We're going to go to those now. Welcome to Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Ka Asli Animal. It's a match 7 here of this fantastic tournament, and we have today the Milnerton Masters, sponsored by Billy 777, playing the Strandfontein Saints, sponsored by Cricket Trust of India. And we're here having a look at the pitch today. It's a brand new pitch. We've played on the first pitch for 3 days. We're now onto the second pitch, and it certainly has a lot of grass covering on it. And we're expecting that the team that wins the toss will most likely want to have a bowl, because we feel there's something in it here, both for the seamers and for the spinners, as this grass covering's going to give them some assistance. The overhead conditions also a little bit cloudy this morning, so we might see some swing as well. So let's go straight away to that all-important toss. So we're here for the toss of the match between the Milnerton Masters, sponsored by Billy 777, and their captain here is Kuda Samundera, and Strandfontein Saints, sponsored by Cricket Trust of India. The captain, Keenan Mitchell, is here, and it is going to be umpire Tom Mokorosi giving the coin to the home captain, and from the Masters, and it'll be Keenan Mitchell to call. And tail is the call, and tail it is. And so it is Keenan Mitchell of the Strandfontein Saints that has won the toss. And who won the toss? You won the toss. Milnerton Masters have won the toss. And what are you going to do?
We are going to have a ball.
And your reasoning for that?
We thought we'd try something different this game. We batted first in the last game. We couldn't manage to put the score that we wanted to. I thought we were maybe 15 runs short. So if we manage to have a look at the wicket this morning, bit of grass on it, overcast conditions, if we can get 1 or 2 big wickets up front and put them under pressure, hopefully we can chase it down.
Okay, yes, there's a brand new pitch today. You're playing on a bit of grass on it, so you're looking forward to your seamers having a go on this.
Yeah, the last game we played, seamers bowling from the sort of Devonville town, and when they hit the deck, it really went through. And but it's obviously different pitch now and a bit more grass on it, so more of the same, hopefully. But by the time the opposition figures that out, hopefully it'll be 5 overs done, and we can sort of cruise into the game as well.
Thank you very much. I wish you all the best for the game. Okay. Keenan, you've lost the toss. You were having a bat first. How do you feel about that?
No, happy with that. Wanted to have a bat. Good. I tried to talk my head around it, but okay, we got what we wanted.
Okay, that's very good. You're one up, and in the competition so far. Very close game that you had the last time. You managed to get over the line.
Yeah, these T10 games are very close, so I'm happy the guys put the bullet there and came through with the win for us there.
Yeah, it really was a close one in that occasion. Now, on a brand new pitch today, how do you think it's going to play for you?
Oh, it's but the cloud cover here, so ball might swing around a bit, so hopefully our batters can get us off to a good start.
Well, we wish you all the best for the match. Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you very much. And so that's the news from the toss. It's the Milnerton Masters that have won the toss, and they're going to have a bowl first. And welcome back to us here as we look at the result of that toss. The Milnerton Masters winning the toss and opting to field first. And you're with me, James King, the Cape Fox, and with me today, Manny Senga. Great to have you with me, Manny. And looking at that toss, pretty good toss to win there for the Masters.
James, morning. It's great to be here. Nice to be sharing the commentary box with you today. Interesting. New strip. I see the last 6 matches have been played on the same strip, and they've moved over to a new one. So there'll be a lot of assessments, I think, earlier from the players. But, Keenan Mitchell did show that he wouldn't mind batting. But, Curran Samandera won the toss for the Milnerton Masters, and they chose to bowl.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how this surface does play. Overhead conditions were very cloudy earlier on. They look like they're clearing up a bit, but do you expect a little bit of movement here for the bowlers first up?
Definitely going to expect some movement from the orders, cloud cover seems to be disappearing. Weather looking good. A new wicket always brings new challenges, so I'm sure both teams will be watching closely, whether you're batting or bowling. So it's the one who assesses the quickest will surely get into the game the quickest as well.
And one thing we've seen in this tournament so far is that the teams that are batting, if we just look at the lineups first, we'll carry on with that a little bit later, just looking at that Strandfontein Saints lineup, really strong batting lineup for them. Cristiano Oberholtz, who we spoke to, you'll see him at the break, just in terms of the chat we had with him. You've got Kai Curran there as well, who had a good innings the first time around the first match, which the Saints got over the line. You know quite a few of these players quite well.
Yeah, listen, the Strandfontein Saints are looking very strong today. There are a couple of players that have come in. Christian Oberholtz especially up front. He's just come back from overseas, had a fantastic season with the bat and the ball, so he's going to be a key factor. And of course you have the old faithful Kai Curran's in there, Jordan Wolf as well. So lots of names around. It's going to be a big one, I think.
Yeah, we're looking forward to a fantastic contest between these two teams today. And with the Masters looking for their first win, Saints, we know, getting through in a very close encounter against the Strikers a couple of days ago, as the teams are lining up to go out onto the field. The Masters fielding first, and the umpires that are going out onto the field, and there's umpires Tom Mokorosi, and with him is Mwande Tambai. And they are making their way out in their lovely luminous red shirts to the middle. And going to be a very important day for them as well. Fantastic that we have got the support of the umpires here as the batters for the Strandfontein Saints make their way out to the middle. That's Kai Curran and Jordan Wolf. And Milnerton just having a bit of a huddle before they get out into the middle, the Masters. And they'll be out there shortly. So you know quite a bit. You've been following the career of Kai Curran, Manny, for quite some time.
Yeah, listen, we come a long way together. Kai is a very, very young boy. Started working with us, and we started working with him. And his cricket's coming on nicely. He's now obviously busy studying still, and I think he still has the dream of playing higher cricket. And he's been showing lots of talent. Yeah, we're very happy to follow his career and see where it goes.
Tournaments like this are very important for young players to show that they can actually come through the ranks and maybe push for higher honours.
This is definitely a different platform, James. I think the T10 has sort of got a lot of interest amongst club players and clubs itself, but also selectors and scouts out there. So surely, you put in a performance or two, somebody has to take a look.
Yeah, it's really wonderful as the umpires out there is just tossing the ball to the men from the Masters. The umpires sponsored by Golf Ticket. And just a reminder that this is the Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Ka Asli Animal. This is the match between the Milnerton Masters, sponsored by Billy 777, and the Strandfontein Saints, sponsored by Cricketer Trust of India. As we look at Kai Curran's information there, 25 of his first innings that he scored in the tournament. A strike rate really healthy there of 180, and that's really what you're looking for in T10 cricket.
No, you can't complain about that one. It's looking good. The stats are looking good. Let's see if we can stick to it and improve. I saw yesterday they cut the outfield looking nice and smooth. It's going to get quicker as the weeks go along. So I think it's all set up for a fantastic game, actually.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to this one. We had some really tight games so far. 4 of the 6 matches we've had have gone through to the last over, and it's really been a very good testament and example of how T10 cricket can be so interesting, as it is going to be Tom Ellis-Cole going to be opening the bowling for the men from the Masters, and just waiting for umpire Mawande Tambai to say play, and he does. And first ball to Curran. Very nicely played, just into the gap between backward point and short third for a single, and the Saints are up and running. We've got a left-hand, right-hand combination. Jordan Wolf about to face his first delivery, and didn't play in the first game for the Saints. Had Joshua Chippy Chippendale opening there with Curran. Interesting to see how he goes here. Jordan Wolf, and just have a look at the field, and it's gives us an indication of what they're looking to bowl. 2 men out of the ring at the moment, a man at third and a man at deep cover, so not expecting this to be too much onto the leg side or tackling the stumps, more outside the off stump. It's up in the air, and the man underneath, he takes the catch. Jordan Wolf perishes first ball, trying to play it over the top.
Well, James, you called that ball, eh? All on the offside, and the field was packed. That side was packed. I'm sure that assessment of the wicket's going to have to go a bit quicker, because I think that first ball looked a little bit slow.
Yeah, looking at this again, and that just swings a little bit away from the right-hander. He just tries to go at it really hard, and it's probably just not quite over-pitched enough for him to play that shot on the up, and he sort of hit it really off the, not off the better part of the bat, just up into the air, and he has to make his way back first ball. And perhaps an opportunity for the batters first to sort of assess the pitch before you go too hard at it. If the ball's there to hit, that's fine. But that instance there, it wasn't necessarily in the arc for the batter to play that kind of shot.
I agree fully. The instinctive shots should be kept away for a while. You're going to first have to assess and play accordingly. We followed the games recently, and they've all actually been pretty much the same. You know, there really isn't many boundary options. So one will have to just wait back, hold back a bit, but keep rotating the strike. It's crucial. We cannot afford dot balls in this format. This format is fast and furious.
Yeah, you make that point about dot balls, and we saw yesterday in the match that the team batting second had actually 17 dot balls after 5 overs, which was really, 19 dot balls after 5 overs, which if you consider that, I mean, 3 overs and 1 ball out of the 5 overs you faced, and they were really trying to play their big shots up front. So it's probably better for the batters to be looking to work it around first, assess the pitch. If there is something there to hit, play the ball on its merits.
Absolutely. No, dot balls are crucial. In this format, gold. I wouldn't want to be losing 3 overs. I'm a batting team. But yeah, let's see. It's early days, but wickets in the power play, it can count against you eventually.
And he goes for that one, and that one was swinging away from Christian Oval. That's to go first ball, and that was really brave from the Milnerton Masters to have that man in there at slip, and it just goes straight into his hands. Take us through this replay here, Manny.
I was just speaking to you about those instinctive shots. That definitely wasn't a shot to play. Now that's a big wicket. Looking at the form he comes with from overseas, Milnerton Masters are well up there now.
Yes, 2 wickets of the first 3 balls of the innings, and you've got 2 very dangerous batters that are already back in the dugout for the Strandfontein Saints, and not having the opportunity to really assess the pitch and the movement, as we see Ethan Leibrand making his way out into the middle, and number 17 for the Saints, and he's going to be, I think, having a chat there with Curran. Curran must surely be saying to him, just have a look first, try not to start playing too many expansive shots until you've got an assessment of the pitch.
I think Kai's getting the best look in here from the other end. But yeah, batsmen coming in will have a couple of little concerns. That's what happens when these early wickets take place. The guys sitting back in the hut, those are the ones that have to try and work things out from the outside.
So it is the bowler, Tom Ellis-Cole. He is on a hat-trick, and we've said that a few times in this tournament so far. But at no time have we had actually this happen in the first over of the innings of the batting team. That's going to be very important here. You feel Ethan Leibrandt, Kai Curran are going to have to just maintain their wickets here.
It's all happening. It's all happening here. The first game of the day is setting us up for a exciting day, it looks like.
Well, the first two, he made them go away. This one just absolutely swings in late into the pads, and that's going to miss the leg stump. Good decision by umpire Mwande Tombai, and that just goes to show Tom Ellis-Colley has it. They can swing it both ways. Very dangerous for the batters.
Absolutely, James. Yeah, I'm looking at that and I'm seeing those two balls that went away, and this one's come back. Ooh, it's going to be tricky up front. Very exciting. Good toss to win.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way at the moment. Yeah, that one swinging away from the left-hander. And he certainly has got some movement going this morning early here, Tom Ellis-Cole.
Yeah, the batters are going to have to work things out quickly just to get back into the game. I think they should obviously show intent. Let's not sit back and be bowled at. Crucial. They've got to take it and just show something, try and work things out to get something on the board. And then it should, as normal, get a little bit easier. But for now, the bowler's on top.
Oh, that one has gone down. The leg side are not able to control that to the left-hander. And it will be signalled wide by the umpire. And that is a bit of relief there for the men from the Saints.
James, that's my first commentator's curse, looked like.
Yeah, we always do that, you know. It's one of those things, one ball left, one legal delivery left in the over. Let's see if he can get this one to the right-hander. Oh, it's well taken there by the captain and the keeper. Kuda Samanderi take that exceptionally well. That one, another wide signalled. So just not able to keep the control here towards the end of the over. Maybe trying too much to bowl the perfect delivery.
I agree with that, yeah. Early doors, wickets, and now overthinking comes in place. So you must just relax.
That one he's played up in the air over the man at mid-on, and it bounces and just pitches and stops in the outfield. But perhaps a little bit fortunate to get away with that one as well. Could have been a third wicket in the over.
That could easily have popped up into the mid-on's hands. Yeah, interesting start. It's all happening here.
7 for 2 after the first over, and it is indeed all happening. And very important for the teams as we look at the scorecard there and just go through the sponsors there. The team sponsors at the bottom: Billy 777, Cricketta, Trust of India, D247, ID247, JSK1, Winfair 247, World 777, and Golden 444. And just the two ducks that we see there on that scoreboard, not what the Saints would have wanted. First up this morning, as we see the new bowler here for the Masters is it going to be Matthew Coates. So coming in to bowl for the Masters. It was interesting yesterday, we saw that in the last match, we saw only seam used, in fact, in the first innings. No spin at all in that match yesterday.
I made a note of that as well, a mental note. Yes, very interesting. The last tournament, we referred to a different time of the season. Yeah, we saw some spin bowlers bowling up front. So it's a seamer's paradise at the moment.
So Coates away from us now. Yeah, it's half an appeal. They get through for a leg by, signalled by umpire Tom Mokorossi.
Yeah, that's definitely must have been going down leg. Yeah, no, it's a lot of energy in the field now. They definitely are enjoying this, and what a toss to win by the old campaigner Kuda Samandera.
It certainly looks like that at the moment. And yesterday we had a fantastic game where team batting second were basically out of the game after 7 overs, and suddenly they hit a 20 in the 1 over, 13 in the next, and they were back in the game. Neatly played down too long on.
Yes, James, I agree. These short format games, 1 over can change it, whether you're bowling or batting. It's a one big over. So, yeah, I think the Milnerton Masters have had their over, the first over. Let's see if they can continue.
That is over the man at extra colour. They're not going to come back for the second. That's a wise call not to turn for the second. Just didn't get any of that at all either. Almost like he clothed that over the man at extra cover.
Yeah, there's definitely a bit of tennis ball bounce there. Didn't come through at all. Let's hope the bowler warms up and gets something coming through there. But, yeah, these are the wickets that you can easily lose your wicket.
Yeah, once again, just to get inside half of the bat. The most important thing with that is they're getting through for a single every time. They aren't able to get that ball perhaps through the field or over the field.
I'll take the singles now, James, definitely. Ethan Leibrandt played a little bit of a tentative shot there, but as long as the scoreboard's ticking and you're running and the intent is there and the body's working, then it's all good.
Oh, that is a slow ball, well bowled, but it's not directed well, and that's going to go down to the boundary for the first boundary of the innings for the Strandfontein Saints, and it's off the bat of that man, Kai Curran, and it wasn't directed well at all there, Manny, down the leg side. Just tickles it down fine, very well played.
Yes, way down leg there. If you can't go over the top, you're going to have to go down on the ground and play as late as possible. But yeah, well played there by Kai. Very controlled. So showing signs of some patience, which is good.
There's no fielders out of the ring on the offside. Well down the leg side, will be signalled wide. And going to have to bowl that one again. This has actually been a good over for the Saints. It's 9 off it so far.
Yeah, we speak about dots, but when you speak about extras as well, you're giving balls to the batting team, so it's something they've got to just look after. I see the extras haven't been too bad during the matches.
And that is much better bowling, and that is took a quick single there. They come through and they managed to get through. Or it would have been interesting if there had been a direct hit, but that is actually very good running from the two batters from the Saints, and not a single delivery in that over that in fact they didn't score off, which is outstanding. From a batting point of view, just what they needed.
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, they're going to have to bowl quietly now and just get back into the game. One always thinks there's not enough time, but there's enough time in 10-over cricket. You've got to just hit yourself up and, bat as deep as possible. With losing 2 wickets early up, you're going to have to just consolidate a bit, but just creating a bit of momentum at the same time.
And going to be continuing with Tom Ellis-Cole, is it? Is it? Or the new bowler we've got? Just trying to get... it is going to be Tom Ellis-Cole to continue with the attack from the Taj 777 end. Oh, he's still got that swing working, but that instance it works against him as it's pitching wide and goes even wider, signalled wide by the umpire. Umpires here sponsored by Golf Ticket. Just got to try and pull himself back a bit here, Tom Ellis-Cole. Got those 2 wickets in the first over. He's just probably trying a little bit too hard, as we were saying in the first over.
Slip in.
And that is played very nicely. That one's wide outside the off stump, and they're going to come back for the second. That is... very close. If that had been a direct hit, then you would certainly think that Ethan Leibrandt was going to be in trouble.
Listen, we said show intent, but don't be suicidal. That was definitely gone by a mile, I'm sure of it.
The right kind of shot to be playing under the circumstances. Try and play that into the offside.
Yeah, listen, he's bowling well. His good balls are good. He must just get rid of those extras, but showing good signs. The adrenaline's pumping now, the youngster. They will feel they're on top, so he's got to just absorb a bit more, take a bit more time, and it'll come.
So that ball, he's bending it like Beckham at the moment. It's incredible.
Crazy.
Oh, and that's the one that goes the other way. So he possesses both the away swinger and the in-swinger to the left-hander. And he's just got to get his line right. It could become a really very difficult ball for the batter to play.
I agree, James. It's just about control, eh? You can bowl those good balls, but you can bowl 6 of them, good ones, then you're in the game.
Oh, has another go at that, does Kai Curran, but he's nowhere near the ball. Is it moving away from him? Probably was there to be hit, but he didn't make that movement towards the ball. At the moment, still 9 off 9. That's an acceptable strike rate where we are at the moment for the Saints after that huge double breakthrough in the first over.
Yeah, Kai was hanging back a bit there. That's obviously the pace of the wicket. They're just trying to get the grips off.
Oh, yeah, my goodness me. Ethan Leibrandt is trying to get himself run out here. It looks like that he was halfway down the wicket. And again, a direct hit would have had him on his way walking back to the dugout.
And he's a busy boy, it looks like. Kai's going to have to be very alert.
3 dots so far in the over. That's nicely played by Curran, but fielded by the man at backward point. And they just get through for the single. That has been a good spell so far. These 2 overs just got 1 legal delivery left. Tom Ellis-Cole, and he has, in the first over bowl, ripped the heart out of the top order of the Saints. And it's been quite tidy in the second over.
Yeah, it's been very interesting couple of overs. They're still on par with they're almost at 8 over, so it's sort of been a norm for all the teams, so they're not out of it, the batters. They're going to have to just bat as deep as possible now.
Oh, my word. He bowled him. He just nipped the leg stump as it went through. What a delivery that was. I was wondering how that could possibly have missed, but it hasn't missed, and it is Ethan Leibrandt. Let's look at that again. It swings viciously in and just takes the bail off, it looks like, of the look at that again, and it does. It just clips the bail off between the middle and leg stump.
Gee whiz, that's a great ball. That ball is swinging all over the show, and that's definitely the batsman can't really feel too bad about that. So it was an unplayable delivery.
Yeah, completely unplayable. I have to agree with you. There's no way. And that thing swung like you haven't seen a ball swing in the last 3 days here. And incredible stuff. And Tom Ellis-Cole finishing off his spell of 2 overs with a wicket. And after 3, it's 22 for the loss of 3 are the Saints.
Yeah, the coach of the Milnerton Masters, Robbie van Harten, must be smiling. He must be wishing he could go out and bowl himself.
I'm sure anybody would be wanting to bowl on this surface at the moment, but just the amount of swing on offer with the overhead conditions, and you've still got the effect of the pitch, which does have a very good covering of grass on it. It's given the Masters the edge here, 22 for 3 in the power play, and whilst it is almost on a par with what the scores have been in the power plays we've seen so far in the tournament, those 3 wickets really not what they would have wanted to have conceded as Ishmael Prince comes to the wicket.
Yeah, wickets always a tough one to lose. Kai Curran obviously going to have to assess this a bit more and just be patient. He's going to have to bat as deep as possible. His role's definitely changed now, so let's just see how he sticks to his game plan and show some signs of maturity. I think that's what it calls for now.
There's going to be Kyle Tomlinson, the new bowler from the golf ticket end. And you mentioned something there, Manny, about just batting through or assessing the conditions and making sure that you do keep your wicket intact. And that Kai Curran, you feel in T10, it's very important for somebody to get a big score in the team. He's facing up now. He picks that up absolutely beautifully. And that has just gone through to the boundary for second 4 of the innings.
That's a great shot. Kai's very strong in his legs. Most left-handers are. That was a great shot. Well controlled. And, I see good signs. If Kai can stick around, they're not going to be out of the game.
Now you feel with this surface, it's going to be quite similar for both teams, you feel. Still some overhead conditions that can assist with the swing, but that's not where you want to be bowling to Kai Curran. 14 off 12 now. You feel so much depends on him in this innings. Yeah, big appeal there, but Tom Mokorosi just giving the signal of a leg by. 26, now 27 for the loss of 3.
Probably it sounded like bat, but yeah, definitely hit the pad.
So the backup bowlers here for the Masters are going to need to continue to do the job they've been set up for by that opening spell from Tom Ellis-Cole. 3 for 12 in his 2 overs. The field is now widespread on the leg side. And that's beautifully played down towards the boundary at backward point, and that is going to hit the boundary, and a very good shot there from Ishmael Prince to get himself underway. First delivery.
Yes, definitely great shot. Well controlled, very steady, and yeah, it calls for that. It calls for a good technique here, definitely.
That's just a good cricket shot there, Manny. I mean, no need to play anything out of the ordinary, just to play your shots. The ball's there to hit it. If it's not, then try and angle it away for a single. And that's exactly what he does there. So making sure you keep that strike rotating, keep getting the singles. 10 off the over already, which has been a good one so far for the Saints.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, with a tricky wicket, it definitely calls for a good stable base and a good technique. You know, you have to keep your shape and just play normal cricket.
Yeah, well bowled there. Just played that ball again on his merits. He got 10 off the over so far. There's no need to be going for these massive shots over the boundary. The field is spread wide on the leg side. There's a short to find. There's a deep backward square. There's a man at deep mid-wicket and long on. That's beautifully played. It's going to go to the sweeper on the cover boundary. Curran retains the strike, which under the circumstances probably not a bad thing at all. And 4 gone, 33 for 3.
Yeah, that was a good over for the batting team. Yeah, definitely a better look there. I see the field's very spread out now. I suppose things are easing up a bit. It's always tough for the bowlers to come in that haven't bowled, you know, the backup bowlers, because everything's happened the first 3 or 4 overs, and they feel that it's going to happen for them as well. It's not always the case. So, yeah, again, from a bowling point of view, patience and just hitting your areas is important.
Yeah, you raise another very important point. It isn't always going to be swinging like it did in the first over, 2 overs for Tom Ellis-Cole, and there is a change of bowling at the Taj 777 end, and coming in is Calvin Tanner, so it's left arm orthodox spinner, and so can be bowling that to Kai Curran, be coming into the left. This is going to be very interesting to see, Manny, whether he gets any purchase. If it is giving you movement off the seam, it's likely to give you purchase off the pitch for a spinner.
Calvin Tanner.
Let's have a look and see what it does.
The best jawline in the business. Yes, Calvin. Ooh, hello.
Yeah, just see a little bit of movement away from the left-hander there, which is interesting. It's almost that one went on with the arm. Just signalled wide.
Yes, Calvin.
Yeah, there has been an interesting trend with the spin bowlers. they've been darting some balls in and almost bowling a seam, asking keepers to stand back at times.
Oh, he plays that one beautifully on the reverse. That's going to bounce 3 or 4 times and come down to the boundary here at the sort of very fine leg region. And that's, very fine mid-off, well, listen to me, third region. And he's played that really well as Kai Curran.
Well, with that switch hit, it became the fine leg. So, yeah, no, Kai has got good skills and he can play all around the field.
Good, Calvin. Good, Calvin. Good, buddy.
Yeah, if you can't get a boundary, get a single. And that's very good from Curran there.
Yeah, some things to think about now for the fielding team. This is how it goes in cricket, in any format, the ebbs and flows.
It's onto the pads, and it is misfielded at mid-wicket. They managed to get through for an easy single. It's putting pressure on the batter there. I mean, on the fielder. The batter's getting through. Now the pressure perhaps being transferred onto the bowling team. Got the men out wide on the leg side.
Get down. Okay, we gotta step those. One.
Yeah, no, they're settling nicely now.
Want you down there next time, please,
the
Calvin.
batter's guy is definitely taking a senior role there. So let's hope he gets enough support to get up there to that 90 run mark.
Yeah, you feel 90 on this wicket will be a very competitive total.
Yeah, all done.
Good to see Curran pushing for that first run very hard, but they only get through for the single. But a good over again for the men from the Saints, 9 off that, so it's 20 off the last 2 overs. And that is really a good return for them as we go to the golf ticket timeout.
5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ड अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी। अपने दर्शकों को ये मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ। ये है फुल्ली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं। जी हां दोस्तों, gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल। अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का gulfticket.com के साथ। गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स, और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है। आपको केवल ये करना है कि gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में। बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, यह है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए। अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए gulfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ।
Tigerberg Tiger, sponsored by Golden 444, against the Solomon Strikers, sponsored by Winfair 247. That match coming to you at 1:30 p.m. local time, 3:30 p.m. UAE time, and 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And this is a reminder, this is the Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Ka Asli Animal. And we're busy with match 7. Here, the Strandfontein Saints, after a very, very difficult start, losing 2 wickets in the first over, have got themselves to a pretty much average 42 for the loss of 3 after 5. And it's all to play for. Curran, the key man there, 21 of 19. I'm James King, the Cape Fox, and with me, Manny Singer. Manny, this is pretty much even Stevens now.
No, definitely even Stevens. You hit the nail on the head there. They're on average, so there's no need for them to panic. Yes, will always be an obvious panic up front, but they're right up there with the average scores of the week.
Now it's the tall spin bowler, Kieran Patterson, going to be coming in to bowl to Ishmael Prince.
Yeah, well done. Good stuff, good stuff.
Yeah, Ishmael, I'm sure he's going to start settling now, and then he's going to have to start going for it. What I mean by that is that it's quite difficult to defend when two batters are in and rotating the strike. So it gives the bowlers lots to think about. So, yeah, that's probably the plan now, is to just keep rotating and not let the bowlers settle.
Yeah, making sure between these two batters that they capitalise on anything that is loose from the bowler. There are still gaps in the field. There's just one fielder out on the offside for Kai Curran. And he plays it into that gap at the moment, and that's another single.
Yeah, they'll keep going now. The clothing of the Milnerton Masters is very tricky. They are almost camouflaged there amongst the sponsors' boards.
Field spread wide on the leg side. And he goes over the offside where there is a gap there. There's nobody in the deep on the offside, and that's a great shot from Ishmael Prince. He plays that really well, and that may cause a change in the field.
That is a lovely shot, James. That's a good scoring area, that. Over cover, over extra cover, nobody out there. So, yeah, if you can get it there and loft it over, you'll be in the pound sheets.
It goes again into the same area. They haven't put a man out there, and that is a one bounce for this time. Outstanding batting here from Ishmael Prince. He's just so strong in his base there as he plays that one over the offside.
No, absolutely. He just opened up his action there a bit, and his front foot, and good shot selection, I'd say.
Yeah, he just had the opportunity there to play it over the infield. Now there's a man deep on the cover boundary. They've had to make that change. Still widespread on the leg side. Oh, and that is missed by the man from deep mid-wicket. It costs him just the one extra run, but so important that the ground fielding. And you were talking a little bit earlier, Manny, that the field is certainly, the outfield is certainly a lot quicker than it was in the first 2 days.
Yeah, listen, the outfield looking good. There's no excuse. That's a coach killer. Got to get behind the ball and stop those singles. Ones become twos, and that all adds up eventually, and then you're in trouble.
Another very good over for the Strandfontein Saints. 12 off that one, so 32 so far they've put on as they go through to their 50. In fact, went through to the 50 with that 4 that was hit, second 4 hit over the offside. Some good batting there from Ishmael Prince.
Yeah, those are the big overs you're looking for, from a batting side. You can cash in with 3 very, very good overs, then you are well ahead of the black ball again.
All right, big over fast this boys,
now looking with 54 for 3 after 6. Are they able to keep this going?
3 dots. Oh, yeah, Kai, you want to make me famous?
That one really was pushed through very, very fast by Calvin Tanner. Just really, more like you said, more like a sort of slow seam bowler there. That one is hit, and it's hit high, wide and handsome, and into the advertising hoardings for 6. The first maximum of the innings, and that is Kai Curran. Just set himself so well there.
No, fantastic. Great shot. Strong boy. I know he does a lot of gym work, and that shows in that shot.
You can retire, you know that, huh?
Yeah, clearing the man at long off. This one is over the offside, and the man coming around is not going to get there. He's not going to get it. That is umpire Mwande signalling another 6. Wow. Kai Curran just opening his shoulders here, and he played that one even better than the first one.
James, is there a batting incentive for these batters? Because he's hit the golden 4 for 4 sign twice now in 2 balls.
Oh, he's a man who knows his stuff, certainly. Yeah, and that's the pressure telling on the batter, on the bowler. The batter has put him under pressure. It's gone down the leg side.
That's more like it. Good.
Oh, very neatly played down the leg side. There's going to be at least 2 here, and that's all there is going to be.
Oh, this is the big over I was speaking about. There's 15 already off the over. Yeah, momentum, crazy thing. It's shifted already. I think the batters are on top now. So Milnerton Masters going to have to hang in there tight and determine what they want to chase.
Been an outstanding middle section here of overs 4 to 7. We'll give you those numbers at the end of the over. Oh, he got hold of that one as well. That has also gone absolute miles, that one. And what a great shot once again. That sounded so beautiful off the bat.
Was that 12 runs, James?
If they could be, it would be.
That was a great shot, yeah. Kai waited for the ball,
Keep going.
very organised, very steady, and fantastic effort. That's not a very easy shot to play.
No, his base was so good there, and just using, as you said, those that good upper body strength to play that one over the sight screen. What a shot. Once again, down the leg sides, the bowler really not able to deal with the pressure here. It's over has already gone. I think it was, what, 22 so far off the over?
That's right. 22 runs off the over.
I think the biggest over I think we've seen in the tournament so far. And he goes again, and that has gone miles, absolute miles, over into the over the advertising hoardings. And my goodness, hasn't he turned the game around in this over?
That's that one over again, James. Yes, the game has changed on its head. Strandfontein Saints are definitely on a roll here now. They're going to be looking at that 100 mark, maybe even more.
Yeah, and Kai Curran there now has gone to the highest individual score in the tournament so far. He's beaten the 39, which was the previous score, and it's all action out here. Just a reminder, this is the Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Ka Asli Animal, and looking at that, 48 of 26 balls from Kai Curran. The previous highest score, 39, and we're going to be having it's going to be Caleb van Oudtshoorn. It's going to be bowling here. Van Reede van Oudtshoorn, I think that is his full name. And that was an absolutely huge over. So that was the biggest over we've seen in the tournament so far, 28 off that over. Milnerton Masters really under the pump at the moment.
No, they're going to have to hang tight now. No panic still. You've got to just hang tight, just get the areas right.
Yeah, probably got away a bit with that one, short. And they're going to go through for the second, are they? No, they're not.
No, they're too far past.
Kai Curran just need 2 for his 50.
Yeah, definitely 2, almost there for his half century. Ishmael Prince is playing a great role here. And actually even would be more complimentary about Kai Curran's innings. I mean, he went through all the stormy waters up front. Very mature, very controlled. And I think he's in for a big score here still.
It's exactly what you want from your marquee batter, isn't it? You want him to see off that difficult period to begin with on a tricky surface. And he's certainly done that. And that's beautifully played on the switch hit from Ishmael Prince. And that has gone all the way. Kai Curran, listen. And what a fantastic innings from him. He raises his bat to the players in the dressing room. He's gone to his 50. What a knock, Manny.
Oh, great switch hit there. Kai showing us all these shots now. Great knock. Like I say, he weathered the stormy waters up front, kept calm, showed a little maturity. And, yeah, I think he's now in control of it. And, yeah, fantastic. Great knock.
Yeah, we've seen all the shots all around the ground from Kai Curran. He has certainly lived up to his billing here as one of the key batters of the tournament. And Manny, you've seen a lot of him bat, and this really a great innings from him.
Yeah, well balled. Yes, George.
Yeah, this is what Kai is capable of.
Get us another dot here, bud.
Yes, definitely got an interesting time ahead in his career. I think he just needs a bit of a good break, but he can play. He's proven that before.
Oh, he goes for that one as well, and he's got all of it. Yep, he doesn't quite. Oh, that is over the boundary. The fielder trying to take the catch, and it just manages to evade him. And another maximum there from the bat of Kai Curran. Let's have a look at that again on the boundary there.
Good effort, Thomas. Next one, bud.
Oh, yeah. Desperate attempt, but just could not get that one.
No, that was very, very difficult. Very, very difficult attempt.
How is that? How is that?
Oh, he goes again, and this time he's got him. It's umpire Tom Mokorossi that puts up the finger as he's trying to play that one over the leg side yet again, and he gets trapped in front of, I think, like the off stump. Let's have a look at this. Just sets himself, and that one is, yeah, that's an interesting decision from the umpire, but Kai Curran has to go. He is back into his crease, trying to play that one into the leg side once again. Hits him on the back, leg, and he has to make his way off the field. Great innings from Kai Curran.
Yeah, no, fantastic innings. There was a great ball. It looks like it was out of the front of the hand there, a bit of a slider. So well done to the bowler for hanging in there. He was up against it, and Josh Caleb van Reede held his own. Well done.
Yeah, been a tough over for the bowler so far, and just pushed that one through, as you said, and able to get the wicket of Kai Curran, who looks like he wanted to be out there to hit another 50 off the last 2 overs.
Yeah, listen, he'll be upset. I think he was on for a big score, and it was a bit of a loose shot, I suppose, but he really done well for the over. So, you know, the coaches will be saying, yeah, you had the over under control, you should have just stuck it out. But, you know, adrenaline's a funny thing, and the boys want to clear the boundaries.
Jordan Bowers, it is coming to the crease now. With him, Ishmael Prince. Prince also batting at strike rate of 190, which is outstanding at the moment. Just the one ball left in the over from Josh Caleb van Reede van Oudtshoorn.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, let's get through.
Yeah, good comeback. The last 2 balls there. Ishmael Prince going to have to take charge now. He's been in for a while. Shouldn't allow Jordan Bowers to put him under pressure now. They've got to re-rotate the strike. And I think they can get up to the 120. I've shifted my target after those couple of big overs.
Yeah, some outstanding batting from Kai Curran. 60 off 30 deliveries, so 200 strike rate, which is absolutely outstanding and exactly what you want from your top batter in a T10 competition. 95 for 4, still with 2 overs left. So, yeah, could be if they can bat it. 12 and over, 120 is a possibility.
Definitely. Yeah, Kai's earned his lunch. He should get a juice with it. He batted very, very well. So, yeah, let's have a look what the last 2 overs can bring to the party. They want to just now stop the damage. That's all they want to do, bowlers. So the fielders have to be alert. And let's see if they can restrict them to anything under 110.
It's a lovely shot through the cover area. There is a man there. It's a Dalwai out on the boundary and prevents them from getting through for more than just a single. So field is widespread on the leg side, and we've got 3 men in the ring on the offside, a long off and a deep cover, and on the leg side we have a short fine, got a deep backward square, deep mid wicket, and a long on. Oh, that was an attempted slower delivery. Just played through for a single.
No, well, you got away with it. They'll take the 1. I think 1s and 2s are ideal now for the bowling team. They want to just try and keep the boundaries down now.
Yeah, they're already looking at a really, really high score of over 100 to chase. And that one just not taken by the wicket-keeper, allows them to get through for a bye. Just bounced in front of wicket-keeper. That is the captain as well. Kuda Samunderu. Still a run of ball so far in this over. And that's just played into the leg side to the man at backward square for a single. So 4 singles so far off the over.
Oh, Matthew's mixing up nicely. He's got some good variations. I think it calls for that. These guys practice these skills every day in the net. So this is where you have to execute under pressure. So far, this is a very good over.
Prince once again going for the big shot straight down the ground. Misses that one, it misses everything. Didn't disturb the furniture for him, fortunately.
Yeah, no, that was a bit of a wake, but that calls for it now. With what have we got? 7 balls left.
Really well bowled there from Matthew Coates. Just the 3 runs off the bat and the bye that takes them just to 4 runs in the over, and that is very good for the Masters. 99 for 4, 1 over to go. And just a reminder that this tournament is brought to you by Taj 777, presents the Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Ka Asli Animal. It's powered by Wolf 777 and the umpire sponsor Golf Ticket. As we look at those bowling figures, and it was Tom Ellis-Cole up front who did incredibly well for the Masters. But it was the great batting of Kai Curran in that middle section particularly. They, between overs 4 and 7, Manny, they batted at 15 runs and over, which was largely because of Kai Curran. Oh, that is beautifully played over the offside, over extra cover for 4. What a shot.
Well, take that. That was a smack and a half. That ball flew to the boundary.
And the 100 is up. The first team now, the Saints, to progress past 100 in this tournament. And they have really weathered the storm from early on, as it's Tomlinson again. Oh, the fielder throws that one in and hits the stumps, and the ricochet, unfortunately for the Masters, causing an extra run to be taken.
Yeah, that's not nice. Not nice for the bowler, not nice for the fielders. After that previous over, the spirits were up, but you don't need these small little mistakes now. You want to go into the hut halfway through in a positive frame of mind.
Oh, there's another one carved over the offside, but the man from deep extra cover does come around. Feels that well on the boundary. And just a single. Nice looking shot once again there from Jordan Bowers.
Yeah, Jordan looks like a very powerful player. I'm sure he can hit a nice long ball when he gets a chance.
Very well played. Doesn't manage to beat the man at short third, though. It's through for the single.
Well, Milnerton Masters are messing up my targets here now. I predicted a 120, and now I'm going down to 110. So, yeah, hats off to them. They pulled it back.
And that one is played over extra cover once again, and it's the man running around just gets caught a bit by the spin of the ball, and they get through for 2. That sounded like it came off the bottom of the bat, didn't it? Just that horrible clunking sound. But he managed to get through for 2, Jordan Bowers, and he'll be wanting to end this well.
Yeah, Jordan shot a blank there, looked like. Luckily for the outfield, it's a little bit thick still. Otherwise, he would have gone for a boundary.
Yeah, they're going to have to bowl that one again, and it has also gone. They've gone through for an extra run, so 2 off the delivery, and that is not what the Masters were looking for. Been a good over. It's been 12 off the over. It's 1-1-1 for 4 now. He's just not finished the over well. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. That is coming miles over the boundary. Tom Mokorossi signals the 6, and they end on a fine note. Do the men from the Saints. Let's look at this again. Just sets himself, does Ishmael Prince, and he plays through the line. And so how expensive was that wide off the 6th ball of the over? And that takes the men from the Saints closer to your 120 there, Manny.
Yeah, almost there. No, there's a fantastic shot. Wow. Very, very strong boy. Cleared the boundary easily. If Eugene was here now, he would have given us a big, huge.
He would indeed have done that. So 1-1-7 for 4 is the score. They managed to get 35 in those last 3 overs, so just under the 12 runs and over mark, which is certainly a good from the batting team. And looking at that card, top of the order there, Curran. What an innings, Manny, from the young man. 60 off 33 fours and 6 mighty sixes. He is no doubt right at the top of the run-scoring charts now.
No, that was a golden innings, and congrats to him. I think he deserves all the accolades, and put on a good display for us. He obviously will be upset again because he would like to have batted further, but I think the 60 that he made was a great knock. The wickets up front, they absorbed the pressure. I think the Strandfontein Saints actually played the perfect innings.
Yeah, and just 19 dot balls as well in that innings, and that is very good from the men from the Saints. One of the better batting efforts, in fact, the best batting effort so far of the tournament, and that shows again in the fact that they only had those 19 dots, and 7 of those coming from Tom Ellis-Cole at the top of the innings when he was really swinging that ball significantly, as we now going to show you the highlights of that first innings. Right, I'm here with Sean Vessels from the Milnerton Masters. Sean, up for the game today?
Yeah, look, I hope the boys are. I think we had a good start and a decent first game. Just small margins let us down at the end. Got a good bunch of young guys in, and hopefully they can do the job today.
So yes, you're 0 from 1 at the moment. Tough game against the Tigers, but today against the Saints also not going to be that easy.
Yeah, no, for sure. We looked at a couple of their names, a few big names in their side. Again, we've got a good youngsters that can learn from that as well. And yeah, a few changes from our side from Wednesday as well. A couple of new things, different aspects to their game as well. So hopefully they can bring a new energy and sort of a refreshed sort of outlook on the game today.
Well, it's wonderful. We wish you all the best for the match. Awesome. Hope it goes well. Thank you very much. Christian, previous game you just got over the line against the Strikers. It was really a tense match.
Yeah, I think some individual brilliance took us over the line there, and I think as a group that brings you tighter, I think understanding that everyone plays a role and then there's some individual brilliance that can genuinely take the team over the line. I think it adds a lot for us as a group. I think there's a couple of superstars in our lineup, and I think when that gels and we play together, I think there's not a lot of teams that will challenge us this tournament.
You're going to be having a bat first, and that certainly the captain said that was something you probably would have done anyway. Very confident in your batting lineup's ability to score the runs?
Yeah, 100%. I think Durbanville should be a pretty good wicket normally, especially start of the season, some good pace and balance, and I think we got some serious batters in our ranks. I think we can put up a very daunting total for them to try and chase down. I know they 0 from 1, so I think if we can put some scoreboard pressure on them, I think we can go a long way in getting a good win under our belt.
Well, thank you very much for chatting to us and wish you all the best for the match.
Thank you very much.
And just to looking at the Strandfontein Saints, they're scoring that 117 for the loss of 4 in that first innings, as we see the umpires coming on to the field for the innings of the Milnerton Masters, who will be looking to score 118 to win this match. That's Tom Mokorossi on your right, and on the left, Mwande Tambai. And with me in the commentary box here is Manny Senga. Manny, a great innings there from Kai Curran, which propelled, and Ishmael Prince, a good innings from him as well, which propelled the Saints to 117 for 4. It's going to be tough for the Masters to chase that.
I think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be very difficult. You're always up against it. You're going at 11 over. Kai played a fantastic role, and I just think that Ishmael Prince's support role was immense, actually. I think he'll be an unsung hero for now, but he played a very, very important role to get their target.
Yes, so still, even with a total of 117 on the board, you're still going to have to bowl well. The men from the Saints being led out by Captain Keenan Mitchell there, and they're going to have to bowl well. They're going to have to be hitting the right areas, make sure that they maximise the opportunity they've given themselves to also push that net run rate up.
No, for sure, James. The nice thing about the second half of the game is that the batters have seen what the wicket does, and the bowlers would have learned by that. So they've got to now act accordingly and just execute good plans, and then they'll be in charge. I think the batting team would have learned by Kai. If they can get one batsman to bat through, come up with a 60 or 70, then they're up there as well. So it's going to be a nice little chase.
Yeah, it really was some outstanding batting in that first innings. And not to forget, of course, Tom Ellis-Cole, 3 for 12 that he took in his opening spell. The seamer really getting that ball to swing around significantly. The ball was almost going around corners the way he was bowling it. And the Saints will be able to utilise this wicket and the overhead conditions. It's probably just got a little bit cloudier than it was early on.
It has. It's changed again the last 5 minutes. So, the air looks a little bit thick and good clouds. So we might see a repeat of the first 2 overs of the previous innings. Let's see what they can do with the ball.
It's going to be Darren Butler who is opening the batting. He's going to be facing first, and with him out in the middle there, Keenan Dalwai is at the non-strikers end, and opening for the men from the Saints. I'm just trying to see who that is that's opening the bowling for them. I think it's Jordan Wolf who's going to be opening the bowling for them from the Taj 777 end of the ground. And we're going to be looking forward to seeing exactly how both teams go about this run chase, how the Saints defend it, And how Milnerton, how would you suggest, I mean, you've spoken a bit about it already, Manny, how are they going to approach this? We'll chat a bit about it after this ball. Yeah, good fielding there from the man in the ring, and they get through for the single. So how would you, I mean, you have mentioned it already, but, you know, how would you approach this if you're the two batters out there now for the Milnerton Masters?
Again, James, intent. It's all about intent and just showing the will to want to score runs and get yourself in, assess. I didn't see much swing. That first ball, Jordan is an experienced bowler, so let's see what he comes up with.
Well, that was a very pretty much straight delivery, but maybe got a little bit of bounce off the wicket.
Yeah, it was quite a straight delivery. I think the batters are looking for the swing. They saw the swing about an hour ago, and they're expecting more of the same. Darren Butler is a very experienced player as well and very attacking. If he gets off here to a flyer, I think he can keep them in the game still.
That'd be the first extra of the innings. Just maybe searching for a little bit too much with the ball there. He's got the men set, field set on the offside to bowl to that offside field. A man at deep third, there's a man at deep cover, extra, there's a man at backward point, extra cover, and mid-off.
You know, the old saying of you got to wait until both teams bat on the strip to decide what kind of wicket it is. He's going to come to 4 now. Yeah, let's have a look and see. That was also, I think, that was going down leg, that last one.
Yeah, just direction here. Jordan Wolf not necessarily bowling to where he feels he would do from a field point of view. He should be, and he's bowling now to the left-hander, Darren Butler. So well fielded in that backward point or point position, and they're just through for the single. There'll be one additional ball in the over because of that wide. Just I think two balls left in the over. It's interesting in a T10. Sometimes we break that over down into the first 2 balls. The middle and the last 2 are always very important. Or he gets a leading edge onto that, and it's gone down backward a point. They'll take 2, but he certainly didn't hit that where he intended to.
Yeah, no, for sure. I see it looks like Jordan's been mixing up, but changing his pace. I think that will also be a key. I didn't see, we saw that towards the end of the Strandfontein boys as well. So let's see.
Just the 5 off the over so far. It's nicely played into the leg side. It's going to come back just for the 2.
Yeah, James, you were speaking about the overs and the structuring of it. Yeah, you're obviously looking to open up the over with a boundary. That's your first choice. And thereafter, you run good singles and you're up at 8 and 9 overs. So I think they'll be looking to open these overs up with a boundary or 2, and then from there just run well. The same as the bowlers. The bowlers also going to have to open up with those dots and try to create pressure.
Very important to make sure that if you're looking at a chase, particularly a chase like this where you're looking at virtually 12 and over, and now it's gone probably above the 12 and over with that 8 off the first over, is you're going to be wanting to make sure that you do hit a boundary at some stage in the over, but starting it off with a boundary clearly puts you in a much better position. It looks like we may have are we having spin coming in? No, it is a pace bowler we're going to be having, and it is going to be just trying to find the number 2, Jordan Bowers, is it? That it's going to be bowling for the Strandfontein Saints. So coming off a reasonably short run, Let's see what we're going to be getting from the bowler here. Interesting, he's bowling to Butler, the left-hander. Field is set. He's got a man out in the deep at cover, at extra cover, and he's got a man in the deep at deep square leg.
Okay. Wheels, George.
Yeah, that's a good run. Well run. That's the intention need. Yeah, he's got 2 fielders on the square boundaries. Interesting. I don't know what he's looking to bowl the wicket to wicket here. I think also with a short run up, probably just going to bowl with a lot of variations. Let's have a look and see what he does. Keeper still back.
Yeah, it's very interesting. You say keeper back, and now they have changed the field a little bit for the right-hander. They've got 2 men on the leg side, deep.
Yeah, that one came off the wicket. It skidded through a bit.
It did, and it zipped through quite a lot, actually, and that really
seamed,
almost cut him in half there. Wow, what bounce that was.
Yeah, now we're seeing the same as we saw early on. So, yeah, interesting. Looks like he's got some skills.
Oh, that one went the other way. That was an outstanding delivery from Jordan Bowers. Beautiful. I mean, take us through this, Manny.
Yep. Well, that's fantastic. They went away lovely. The previous ball in, this one went away, so he's keeping the batsman guessing, and it looks like he's got some good skills.
Yeah, most certainly. An excellent over so far from Jordan Bowers. Not too confident there from the batter. He is able to get through for the single. Still just 2 runs off the over, and might not have lost a wicket yet, the Masters, but they're struggling to get the ball in this over particularly. They really come up against some good bowling from Jordan Bowers.
Yeah, I think the match is hanging there. The first couple of overs will be a bit tough, but hanging in doesn't mean dotting up.
That is a good shot, but well fielded by the man at backward point.
Batters are getting edgy now. Eating those fielders is not nice after a good shot like that. You'd like they want to have squeezed through to relieve some pressure. Then you've got 2 runs or overs so far. It's a good over.
Is played into the leg side. I think it might not. It's not going to beat the man at deep square. Just comes round and prevents more than the 2 there from Darren Butler. So just the 4 off the over. Outstanding stuff from the young Jordan Bowers.
No, this is a great start. Yeah, well bowled there by Jordan. Very safe bowler looks like, and he knows that he's bowling to his field, which is crucial. If you can have that control and you know you can hit your fielders, then you're in the pound sheets.
You can see there the run rate already up to 13.2 required per over, and that is a massive ask from the men out in the middle for the Masters. And there's young Jordan Bowers, who comes down to, well, he's actually going to be in the short third. So the final over of the power play we're going to be seeing now, and it is going to be Jordan continue from the Taj 777 end.
Yeah, this is good bowling. They really are eating their straps now. They've obviously assessed it like they had the whole batting innings of the previous half. So they are definitely executing according to their plan.
Yeah, it's excellent bowling, that one. Just short of a length and zipping through to the wicket keeper, Rory O'Brien.
Now the Milnerton batters are waiting to go in there. I think they want to get going. I think these boys are going to have to pull the trigger very, very early now. 3 overs, not many runs. It's going to be a tough ask now.
Indeed, the Milnerton Masters, sponsored by Billy 777, have it all to do here to get 118. And that was the 117 for 4 scored by the Strandfontein Saints, sponsored by Cricketer Trust of India. And it is outstanding batting and some good bowling so far from the Saints. does go for that one. He's wide outside the off stump, but Butler not able to make contact. Signalled wide by the umpire.
Yeah, Darren Butler's going to have to just keep his shape a bit, sort of getting too loose. He's got all the shots. He's a very powerful player. He can still make a difference. Pretty much copy what Curran did.
And there he plays that beautifully through the extra cover region. That has gone down to the boundary for a glorious 4. What a shot that was. You were saying there, Manny's got the shots. He is stable here this time. He does have a trigger movement across to that offside. He just plays it very nicely. Came off the bat beautifully through that cover region for 4.
Now he has got the shots, and that was a cricket shot. I think it calls for cricket shots here. Not an easy wicket. So to get too loose, you'll just find yourself wanting. He must just back himself and keep his shape.
That one is played over the man at mid-off, and that is another excellent shot. He just waited on that and levered it over the man at mid-off, and it goes down to the boundary for yet another 4.
That's not an easy cricket shot. It's a great cricket shot. On the up. Well played. But Darren Butler?
Yeah, so really was stable there. You spoke a bit about that earlier on. Just to be stable, not to get too loose, and there he was, very stable. Played that one beautifully over the man at mid-off.
A touch.
And now the bowler is a little bit under pressure. 10 off the over so far. Still 2 balls to go. Who can finish this over better?
Yeah. Field changes. See, moved that sweeper square boundary a little bit around.
Yeah.
There's that change of pace, James.
Yeah, that was that one, wasn't it? You called that in the previous over. So after having been hit when bowling at his normal standard pace, he just slowed that one down a bit. Unfortunately, wicket-keeper not able to connect that one as it bounced in front of him. And that once again signalled wide by the umpire. They just losing his shape a little bit here. Jordan Wolf. It's been a good over this one so far for the men in light brown.
Yeah, that's another slow ball. Yeah, so decent over there by the Milnerton Masters.
Yeah, it's much better, and in fact, they are at the end of 3 overs. They are 25 without loss, and that puts them 3 runs ahead of where the Saints were at the same time. 22 for 3 was the Saints, but we know that the explosion came in the overs 4 until 7, where they scored 60 runs in that period, and the Masters are going to have to do something very, very similar to get anywhere near this total of 118, as it is a change of bowling from the golf ticket end.
Yeah, so that's quite evenly poised for now, but we know what happened after this over in the previous innings, so let's see.
Tyler Alexander is going to be the new man bowling. Looks like we're in for some spin here.
Yeah, he's a nice tall boy. It looks like he's got an off-spin action. Let's see what the change of pace can bring.
And the field now is widespread as we're out of the power play. So we've got 3 men outside the ring on the leg side, a deep square, a deep mid-wicket, and a long on. And on the offside, what have we got there? And we've got a man at long off and a man at deep cover. So 5 men outside the circle.
Oh, yes.
That's well bowled.
Oh, yes, Tyler.
Yeah, looks like it is off spin. Comes from nice and tall. High release.
He might get some bounce on this wicket as well.
Yes, Tyler.
Oh, he goes down the wicket. In fact, they get away now with that quick response from the bowler. Unfortunately, not able to take it there behind the wickets. O'Brien gets through for a single.
These bowlers work hard for their dots and then they give it away for some silly fielding.
He could have just held on to that, couldn't he? It's adrenaline pumping here. It's a T10, all excitement.
Absolutely.
What's Darren Butler going to do here with this one? It's a ball potentially turning away from him. Got one man out, two men out, sorry, on the offside, a deep cover, and a man at long off. It's got a long on, deep mid-wicket and a deep backward square, or deep square. And he played that reverse sweep, absolutely beautifully executed down to the Cricketer Trust of India sign. And that is an excellent shot from Darren Butler.
No, that was a fantastic shot. Yeah, I keep speaking about this is what he's capable of. But that is a proper cricket shot, very controlled. I speak a lot about control and shape, and I think this is what this wicket calls for, is to stay organised. Very, very important.
Yeah, certainly saw that in the first innings with both Kai Curran and Ishmael Prince, and we're now seeing it with Darren Butler, 17 off 9. Very good strike rate for him.
What's a spin?
Oh, and that is a very difficult chance there for the man at backward point. It's not going to go to the boundary, but they're going to turn for 3. They are indeed. And that, as you can hear from behind me here, is really appreciated by the men in the light brown. Just off to my right-hand side, that was some good running.
Yeah, great running, great shot. Held up a bit on the wicket. A bit of uppish, but I think they'll take all the runs they can. They got 8 of the over so far.
And now Keenan Dalwai is getting into the act, and that is going to go down to the boundary for yet another 4. And this is exactly what you were talking about, Manny. They are playing some decent cricket shots here and able to get boundaries.
Yes, James, I mentioned it early on. You know, if both batters are going and playing with confidence and a lot of intent, it's very difficult to defend. So they're doing well. They must keep going.
And that's brought about, no, it hasn't quite brought about a change in the field. It's still the same field.
Nothing wrong.
We'll go that one backward of square. It's going to be fielded well by the man in the deep. That prevents them coming back for the second. But it has been an excellent over 13 off it. And that is really what the men from the Masters would have been looking for.
Well, they're up there now. So if you can continue getting those 12s, 13s overs, then you're right up there. It might even become a very close game, yeah?
Yeah, that would be quite something. This team could get up to that 118-run target, or even get close, would be an outstanding effort from the Masters, and they've done well in getting 13 off that over number 4. And there's Butler there, 20 off 10, so he's batting at a strike rate of 200. Dalwai not quite at the same level yet, and he will have the opportunity this over to do that. He's facing up to the new bowler, and that's Gavin Dickerson. And
yeah, this will be interesting. Gavin's also a very experienced bowler. He's also got a bit of pace about him. We'll have to see what his bowling plans are like. Tall boy, I think he'll hit the deck hard here. But yeah, no, that was a good last over from the Milnerton Masters. And they're going to be feeling quite comfortable at the moment. I think if this can go a little bit deeper, this partnership, then they can pull that trigger as soon as they can. And then, yeah, it might be close.
The wicket certainly has played very well. First time we're using this wicket for the tournament. And day 4 here, we're in match number 7 of this tournament. It's going to be Gavin Dickinson going to be bowling towards us. He's bowling from the Taj 7-7-7 end. And it's Keenan Dalwai facing him. As a single every day of the week, if to a man who's deep on the ring. Just Kai Curran fielding that one backward point. If you're the Saints, though, you'd be happy probably to get 6 singles in this over that you're going to be bowling and get only 6 off the over. You'd be happy with that at the moment. 13.5 needed to win.
No, absolutely. Naturally, they'll take that. I also held back the pace a bit, I see, by Gavin. So, this middle of the innings calls for a lot of good variations and skills. That's the only way you can sort of keep the batter also alert and not let them sort of dominate.
And even though it's the short format, the shortest format of the game, it's still quite intriguing about how the tactics work in this. And you've got to bowl to your plans and see what Dickinson does now.
Oh, that was quicker, much quicker. That's what he can do, bowling into the wicket. That came through nicely. So, he's mixing it up. Let's see if Darren can adjust to that. They must, again, just stay patient and don't premeditate. Just watch the ball closely and play it on merit.
He does have that gap between a short third and backward point. Oh, he's looking for that gap now, but that there wasn't quite set for that shot. Just seemed to be falling away as he played it. And that's a good 2 dots so far from Dickinson. He's really started the over well.
I like that option of Darren. It's a good option. They've got 2 fielders back for this, for the full balls. So that's a good option. Good scoring area behind square.
Just bunts that down to the fielder at long on and through for the single. So only 2 off the over so far. Pressure's on the batter here.
Yeah, definitely. Again, that momentum switch again. Lovely over by Gavin Dickinson. Obviously, the secret is for him now to close it off. And at the same time, the batters need to get a boundary here just to have some kind of a return.
Oh, he got hold of that, and that has gone absolute miles down here to the advertising hoardings at deep, fine leg, and just pulled that one, and he got all of it as he just pirouettes around in the crease, and that's the first maximum of the innings.
It's a great shot. Like I said, James, square is your scoring area for now. And there was, very good footwork. Great cricket shot.
And that ball just too short of a length. You really can't bowl short on this wicket. You are going to get punished. And that is again beautifully played into the boundary at deep mid-wicket. And the man mid-wicket inside the circle, and the man at long on could not get around to field that. So it is the men from the Masters that have finished that over better. It was an outstanding over up until the last 2 deliveries.
Absolutely, James. We called for them to finish off well, and they got the 2 boundaries.
की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी। अपने दर्शकों को ये मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ। ये है फुल्ली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं। जी हां दोस्तों, gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल। अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का gulfticket.com के साथ। गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स, और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है। आपको केवल ये करना है कि gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में। बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, यह है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए। अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए gulfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद
between the
ऑनलाइन
Tigerberg title sponsored by Golden 444 and the Solomon Strikers sponsored by Winfair 247. That is going to be happening this afternoon, 1:30 p.m. local time. And this particular match here, it is very interesting to see that we got the Masters who are yet to get off the mark, wanting to get to this target of 118, and the Strandfontein Saints, who did win their first match, are looking to be the team that's set to win this match, but it's all to play for. 68 needed off 30 balls, and we could be in for an exciting finish if Butler and Dalwai are able to get on top of this bowling.
Oh, James, this game is really in the balance. It's about now who holds firm and who can absorb that pressure. It's all it's about now, pressure. But it's it's going to be an exciting finish. We've got Ezra Clutie.
Yep.
It's bowling now, and dot ball, gold.
Yeah, absolutely. Good start by the right arm over bat. And that, he's got all of that as Darren Butler. That has gone miles. That is huge over the boundary.
Yeah, great shot. Well executed and cleared the boundary quite easily, actually. So who said boundaries were difficult to come by?
Yeah, no, we certainly didn't say that. I mean, why would we?
Yeah. No, listen, the wicket's looking good, eh? It's a new strip, and no complaints about the wicket. It's coming through nicely.
It really is coming onto the bat very nicely. That's just couldn't get hold of all of that out into the offside, but he's got the single, so 7 off the first 3 deliveries of the over, and that's a good start for the Masters. They're looking for this sort of 14 to 15 and over. That rate's still hovering around that 13.5. So it's going to require another big shot here, somewhere in the over.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep going now. After this, will be only 4 overs, so balls will start running out. But I still believe this is very much a mirror image of the previous partnership between Prince and Curran.
Pull that into the leg side. There should be 2 there. It's in between the man at long on and deep mid-wicket. And as you can gather from the applause behind me, they did manage to get through for the 2. So Dalwai now 25 off 18 and 28 off 16 for Butler. They really are doing the business here for the Masters.
Yep, 9 off the over, 2 balls to go. If they get another boundary here, they'll be very, very happy.
Oh, he played that beautifully, and where has that gone? That's gone all the way, and that is exactly what they needed. He went down, set himself early, and played that one over the short fine for 6. Let's look at that again, Manny.
Great shot, moved outside off, picked it up nicely. It looks like I'm batting for the Milnerton Masters. I'm calling the shots here. That was a very, very good, very important boundary. I think these guys can go. They can start going now. They got wickets in hand. This, I think, is going to become a very close game.
Yeah, brilliant shot there from Dalwai, almost like Sky Surya Kamar Yadav sort of shot. Went down, just played that beautifully over the fine leg region. They're bringing out everything out now, aren't they? It's some good cricket shots that they're playing.
Yeah, I think they're looking to put some fielders outside of the field as well. They're clearing these boundaries very easy. Let's see what they can do. Let's see if the bowler can close off or the batter can keep on with the momentum. This might be a crucial part of the game, this.
He's played that one now, this time straight to the man at short third. But that is an excellent over of 16 from that over from the Masters, and that is excellent. Keeps them on track, still requiring around that 13 runs per over mark, but 66 after 6. All the 6s, 6 extras as well. You can't have more 6s than that, can you?
Here we go. Let's see. 6 overs gone. There's 24 balls left. Kura Samandera waiting to bat. Dylan Smith waiting to bat. They must be eager to get out there or not.
Yeah, well, you look at that Manhattan now. It was the next over, the 28 over, that Kai Curran took the attack to the Milnerton Masters. And as you can see there at the moment, they are tracking ahead. The line in blue, that is actually the men from Milnerton Masters. And they are ahead of where the Saints were at the same time. But it was this over that changed the entire game. And it is going to be Jordan Wolf. Is it? No, sorry, not Jordan Wolf. It's Jordan Bowers going to be coming in from the Taj 777 end. He had a good first over. But Keenan Delwise looking in the mood, isn't he?
Absolutely. No, these two have done very, very well. I think they actually compensate each other well. Darren Butler's been giving us those exorbitant shots.
Oh, that is played down to the short, to the third boundary, and they are going to come back for two. And that is very good running from those two. Good work by Christian Orbolt down in front of us as well.
Oopsie.
Oh, it's a free. Oh, it's the ball too high, obviously. Full toss too high, so it is a free hit. No ball.
Well, this is going to be nice. This is going to be an opportunity to cash in again. Yeah, these guys are going well now.
They are going well. 12 runs and over is pretty much what they require. And the free hit coming up.
Where's he going?
Oh, and yeah, he got a scratch on that, and it just deceived the wicket keeper. O'Brien's gone down to the boundary in front of us for 4.
Yeah, that's 6 runs of 1 ball.
Yes, they've already got half of what they're looking for in this over, and this is turning out to be a really exciting contest. Not expecting the men from the Masters necessarily to be up with the rate, but they're doing incredibly well.
Yeah, no, it's we've asked him to ask for one batsman to go through, but these two both are doing a very good job. If they can carry on like this, then they definitely be up there for the game. Definitely.
Yeah, all to play for still in this match. They're chasing 118 to win. Gets inside edge on that, and that they're going to be coming through for 2. It's stopped on the boundary, and they can't get through for the 3. So once again, it's already now 9 off the over so far. Still 3 balls left.
Yeah, you don't mind how the runs come now, eh? They must just keep flowing. A little bit of inside edge there. Yeah, let's see what happens now.
Oh, he just has a full go at that one outside the off stump, and that just pushed through perhaps a little bit quicker by Jordan Bowers.
Yeah, I lost his shape a bit there again. But bat to ball is crucial. You don't want to give dots, not at all, no dots now.
Just playing too much there, probably across the line rather than playing straight. Didn't set himself properly for that one. 2 balls left. How's it going to end? That's very nicely played out into the cover region, and backward point, should I say, to the man there. Just get through for the single. So it's the all-important last ball of the over.
Yeah, they're looking for a boundary again. We've got 9 off the over already. So let's see if they can cash in with a boundary. Yeah, these last balls have been coming almost freebies. It's your free shot to get a boundary.
Yeah, and it just takes the momentum forward. If the batting team get the boundary off the last ball of the over, it takes the momentum into the next over, puts the next bowler under that much pressure, and pressure is what causes the bowlers to do things that they shouldn't be doing. Pressure is what causes the batters to play across the line, try to maybe manufacture something that isn't there. Just all about pressure here in this T10 tournament.
Yeah, lots of chit-chat on the field now, a lot of moving around in positions. Let's see where the batter's going.
He slashes that one backward a point. They're going to come back for 2, are they? Yes, they are. And it should be an easy 2. In fact, they're going to come through for the 3rd. That's over the wicket-keeper's head, not able to be collected by the man backing up. And so they get close enough to what might be a boundary, get 3 off that last delivery. And now they have 3 overs to go in this competition, and they need 39 to win. They need exactly 13 and over to win this competition, to win this particular match.
18 balls left, James. I reckon we've got to start fastening the seatbelts now. This is going to be a good one. See, Christian Obrels is coming into attack now, leg spinner. He's just come off a stint in England, and where he's taken lots of wickets. He's a very highly regarded bowler in the local Premier League.
Yep.
So he's going to have to bowl 2 overs, looks like. Let's see how his first one goes. What are the batters are thinking? Let's see. Darren's facing, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. A lot of time taken now, just setting the right field and just looking at those comparisons after 7 overs. It was the Saints 82 for 3 and the Masters 79 without loss. We say from 3 overs, they need that 39. That's exactly 13 and over. And they have been going in the last 4 overs. They have been going at a rate of about 14 per over. So it is all to play for. In fact, they went at 13 and a half and over. So anything can happen here.
One.
Played down to the man at long off. That is Kai Curran, and he's quickly to the ball.
Yeah, let's see. I wonder if the batsmen that are in the hut, if they're all ready to go. They seem to be edgy as well. See the skipper, he's standing up. Kuda Samandera.
It is all to play for here. 13 and over. They're required to win this match. The Masters, the Saints, they've already had a close game where they defended 6 in the final over.
Yes, they did.
One only.
Played nicely down to long on, but Kai Curran around again quite quickly to field that. Just 2 off the first 2 balls.
Now the Saints will take these singles. They'll love this.
Yeah, 1 is almost like a dot to them at the moment. Pressure builds on the batter.
Oh, yes!
Oh, he bowled him. Is he? No. Yep. Thought that, he has bowled him. He has bowled him. Played it on from outside the off stump. Trying to swing it away into the leg side. Darren Butler, and the first wicket falls. If you look at it again there, he pulls it. Trying to pull it down, and he against the spin, and it just takes the bottom edge down onto the stumps, and the first wicket falls. And Christian Obrels, he makes an immediate impact.
Yep, he comes with a name, so he's done a job. Obviously, ideally, Darren will be the one, not the one to go out, but his part has done well anyway, so he can just continue. Yeah, Darren, fantastic knock, played some great shots. I'm sure, like Kai, would have loved to have stayed a bit longer, but let's see what Captain Kuda Samandera can do.
Yeah, Captain, who you said was looking a little bit edgy here to the right of us. He's out there in the middle now. And the right-hander will bump gloves with his batter out there as applause come here for this innings from Darren Butler. It was a good innings. And what will Samandera be able to do here for his team? He is set with a difficult task just even in this over. Only the 2 runs, 3 balls into the over. And that just means every time you get a single, you don't get a boundary, or you're not being able to get a 2, that run rate just climbs and climbs.
Yeah, no, he's going to definitely have to give Keenan the strike now as much as he can and as quick as he can. It's not easy just coming from the outside and to come into a 13-run over game.
Excellent delivery there from Oberholzer. Big appeal. Just looked like, I think, if... let's have a look at this one. What do you think there, Manny?
Big stride for coming.
Yeah, I think it was just maybe going down. Yeah, tight.
Yeah,
forward
very
defensive
tight.
shot there.
Only one.
And just plays this down to Curran, who's in quickly off the long-on fence. And just another single. So just the 3 singles and the wicket in this over so far. Christian Oberholzer, he's doing the job you spoke about. You talked him up a bit there, Manny, at the beginning of before he started bowling. He's certainly done the job so far.
What was that?
Oh, he's causing problems. Yeah, this is the key. This is the game changer. This is the game changer over.
Yep.
Must say, fantastic. He pulled his team right back into it. Well bowled there, Christian.
Yeah, massive over in the context of the game, as it is the Saints, sponsored by Cricket Trust of India, that have made a statement here with that over from Christian Oberholzer. It was the men from the Masters, sponsored by Billy 777, and now they need 18 and over to win this game from here. That just looks like it's probably a bridge too far.
Yeah, it's going to be tough now. You'd like to have had Darren still in there because they're in. I think it's not easy just to come in and play shots. So, yeah, it's going to be tough. Still think that Milnerton done very well. Milnerton Masters have done extremely well. And it's not over yet. It's a funny game, this.
Yes, cricket can deliver what you don't expect. In the previous game, the Saints were playing. It did look like the strikers were out of the game, and they got themselves back into it and needed 6 off the final over. And it was that man, Curran, that day that took 4 wickets in 4 balls to get the Saints over the line. And we haven't seen him bowling today. And he's going to be Gavin Dickinson, who's going to be coming in from the Taj 777 end.
Yeah, I don't think Kai wants to push his luck further. Yeah, he got his 4 from 4. He's on 5 from 5 the next game. You might still bowl the last over, but I think Christian Oberholzer did such a good job that he definitely will have the last say.
Yeah, fantastic over from Oberholzer. And Captain Keenan Mitchell must be really happy with his charges today. They've done an outstanding job with the bat. And now they're pegging it back with the ball. It's in the air, up, and it is taken by the man at mid-on, and it is the captain, Samandero. He has to go, just trying to play that one over the man there at mid-on, and he gets only finds the fielder.
Yeah, listen, he bowled it. He pulled it back a bit, his length. Just short of a length, a very good ball. It's difficult just coming in and playing that shot with any intent. Stuff on the batters now.
Yes, and that's where the pressure shows, just trying to hit that ball as best as you can to get the boundary off the first ball of the over. Very important to get off to a good start, as it's Dylan Smith now coming out into the middle to join Keenan Dalwai. And you just think perhaps the best thing at the moment, if the ball is there to hit, that's fine. But otherwise, Dylan, just get Keenan Dalwai back on strike.
Absolutely, he's in. He's batted for a good number of overs now, so he's definitely the man to try and face as much balls as possible. But then I know Dylan well. Dylan can also hit a ball. He can be destructive. So give him an opportunity to face 6 balls and see what he can do.
As we see some fans there standing at the golden 444 sign and the ID 247 sign, just 2 of the team sponsors we have here for this fantastic tournament. The Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Ka Asli Animal. It has been an outstanding tournament so far. Yeah, he does have a go there. Manny, you were calling it, though. You didn't expect him to hold back.
No, he can play some shots. But again, I was saying it's tough just to come in and to play. Gavin's an experienced bowler. He sort of seemed to have rolled the wrist over there, so changing the pace. So this is when all those good skills come through.
Yeah, it's exactly. This is the time when both batters and bowlers show us exactly what they've got. We're down into the last 2 overs. They're still needing a huge number of runs here for them to get there. Still needing 36 runs, it is. And they've only got 10 balls left. Every single ball is going to have to go for a boundary now.
Yep. Let's see. Fasten your seatbelts.
Brilliant bowling there from Dickinson, getting that one into the block hole. And just a single.
Extremely good ball, that. Yeah, those are the executions you want to pull off now this time of the game. Those ones that you practice at practices, your club practice, where you put a shoe down and you aim for that target. This is the time where it comes through. And that was a very, very good ball.
And it is the men from the Saints that have pulled this right back. There was 79 without loss at the end of 7. Just the 3 runs in it at that stage, if when we compare the Saints at 82 for 3, but they've put in some fantastic bowling in the last 2 overs. It's down the leg side. It's not going to go all the way. It should be just an easy 2 off the leg there. Leg by will be signalled.
Yeah, Keenan Dalwai has been starved a bit of the strike. It's a pity. If he had got to face a bit more balls, they might have come a bit closer. But yeah, it's just been a bit difficult now. Again, well bowled to Gavin. He's doing very well, doing a job. This is the crucial over. 9th over is always crucial.
Yeah, as you say, 9th over often is the one that determines where that game is going to go, particularly if it's a tight contest. Dickinson's done exceptionally well so far. Pulls that one down to the leg side, and they're going to come through for 2. It's between the man at short fine and the man in the deep on the leg side. In fact, the man at square leg, should I say. And they're through for 2. But the 2's not enough. They need the ball to be flying over the boundary now, the Masters.
No, it's not enough. It's 2's is like gold for the bowler and for the bowling team. So, yeah, they seem to be controlling it now.
Oh, he's picked that one up beautifully. What a shot that is. That is outstanding from Keenan Dalwai, and that takes him to his 50. Been an outstanding innings from him. Man, he just takes that and just sets himself, and he might even have got the top edge on that one, but it absolutely flew for miles.
No, he positioned himself very well, and good contact. Yeah, it flew. Yeah, well done. 50 up. Great knock by Keenan.
And he's going to have to hit 5 more of those, I think, in the last over to get this team over the lines. 25 needed from 6 deliveries. Dylan Smith is going to be on strike, and it's going to be Christian Overholt. So you called it. He's going to bowl the last over here, Manny.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. But again, I still know Dylan. I know he can hit a ball. And but yeah, unfortunately, he's going to have to go from the front. First up, boundary, at least.
And he does. He gets all of that one. It's in his arc and it's out the park. What a shot from Dylan Smith. My word, do we have something on the go here?
Yeah. Like I said, he can hit a ball. I know he can. It's just a matter of positioning yourself and execution. Yeah. Boundary, first ball. This could be something crazy happening here.
19 to win. It's 18 to get to a super over, and that is 3 maximums. If there's anything else in his half like that, he's going to hit that out the ground again.
Yeah!
Has a go, but he misses that one completely, and he's bowled him.
He's bowled him, yeah. That was nice and full slider. Dylan lost his shape a bit there. He should maybe just gone a bit straighter again. But yeah, listen, he was always up against it. Gave it a good go. Unfortunately, he has to take a walk back to the changing rooms.
Yeah, it's all you can ask of from your batters, and just having a full go at that. He has to do that. 19 to win now off 4 balls left in this innings, and the equation is quite simple. Every single one of these 4 deliveries has to travel if the Milnerton Masters are going to get over the line. It's a serious advantage to the Saints.
Aaron Wilkie arrives to the crease. Yeah, he's up against it. But yeah, I don't know him at all, James. Let's see if we can do something for the Milnerton Masters.
Yeah, he hasn't been at the crease yet in the tournament, and he's coming at a time when what he has to do is get the ball out of the ground for his team to be able to get over the line. Maybe if he gets a single here, brings Dalwai onto strike. Just needs to get some kind of bat on ball onto this, you feel?
Absolutely. I don't want to see him having a swing and missing. I'd rather see him just work that ball as hard as he can, be lucky for a 1 or a boundary or a 2. But I think Keenan needs to face.
And it will be Keenan on strike as it's fielded here in front of us, long on by Kai Curran. Fielding has been good from the Saints today. Made sure they haven't given away any unnecessary runs in the field. And it's dull white. 3 maximums is what's required. And that is a brilliant delivery from Christian Oberholzer. Outstanding stuff from the young man.
Yeah, that was a good ball. He pushed it back into the crease. He lined it up, but then he had to move. Unfortunately, maybe he should have kept coming.
Always difficult as we see some work being done by umpire Tom Mokorossi. He's got out the nail clippers to just take a bit of thread off that ball. 2 balls left. And that's beautifully played, but it's just over the man at... I thought it was over that man. He gets a hand and does exceptionally well to stop that, actually.
No, he got a hand to it. I think he decided afterwards just to stop it rather than catch it. But, yeah. No, listen, it's been a fantastic effort by the Milnerton Masters. They cannot feel unhappy, definitely. Up there is one of the highest scores of the tournament.
And that is played down straight, and it looks like it's going to go down to the boundary, is it? Yes, it does. It does go down to the boundary. It's buys. It actually didn't touch anything as it went through, and that means that Milnerton end on 105 for the loss of 3, and they fall short by 12 runs. The Saints winning by 12 runs in this encounter, where, as you're saying, Manny, this actually is the second highest score of the tournament. The highest score of the tournament was the 117 scored by the Saints, and it was a very good chase by the Masters.
No, absolutely. I'd be very happy if I was them. I think the coach, Robbie, will surely feel happy with that effort. It was always going to be a big one, chasing 117. And to get over 100... with facing some very good bowlers, very experienced bowlers, I think the Milnerton Masters can be very, very happy. Same for Strandfontein Saints. They played the perfect game, I suppose, and came up with a good win.
So that means the Strandfontein Saints are 2 from 2 so far, and Milnerton Masters yet to get their anything on the board. And we will be going to the highlights package soon, just after we've seen just the final bowler stats. And just looking at that there from the Strandfontein Saints, excellent stuff from Christian Oberholzer, 2 for 11 in his 2 overs at the death, which really you feel has taken the game away from the Masters there, as they were doing so well after 7 overs. And really has been an outstanding performance from the men from the Strandfontein Saints.
Yeah, I think they got their bowling plans correct. The matchups are very good, and so, yeah, they deserve the win eventually. So well done to both teams for putting on a great game for us.
Yeah, and we will be going now, once we've finished with the scorecard here, through to a highlights package. And after that, we will be chatting to both of the captains. And just a final summary there. It is the Strandfontein Saints who won this match here, the second match of their effort in this competition, by 12 runs. And that means they're 2 from 2. And the Masters are 0 from 2. And it's over to the highlights package. Welcome to the post-match here for this Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Ka Asli Animal Match 7 between the Masters, Milnerton Masters, and sponsored by Billy 777, and the Strandfontein Saints, sponsored by Cricket Trust of India. And we're going to speak to the losing captain first. That's Kuda Samandera from the Masters. Kuda, was a really good effort there on the batting side to try and get so close. What did you think of the game?
I was actually surprised the wicket got a bit better. It was a bit tacky in the beginning. We bowled well, but if anything, I'll put it down to the amount of extras we bowled. We bowled way too many wides, even though we had them under pressure. And once Curran was in, he batted really well and managed to get them up to 118, which is a very difficult score. But nonetheless, we had guys put their hands up again. You know, we were about, I think, 12 runs short, whatever it is. So it was a good game in the end.
Yes, I mean, you did concede that 118, but your batters went out there and really set a very good platform for you. Up until 7 overs, you were right up with the Saints in terms of the run rate.
Yeah, we were. But then again, there was those couple of overs where Curran got about 30 runs. So we were just sort of with the run rate, but then when it came down to us having one of those big overs, we just couldn't quite do it. But nonetheless, it was a really good game, yeah.
So you're 0 from 2 now. I mean, it's been not quite perhaps the start to the tournament that you would have wanted. Looking forward to your next game and just turning it around?
Yeah, we're going to try and get different personnel in like we did from the last match and use it as a platform really to see what everyone can do. But having said that, we still want to compete and try to win. But for us, it's more of having a look at everybody and see what they can offer.
Well, 105 is the second highest score in the tournament so far, so that at least is a positive you can take out of this match.
Yeah, when we lost the other day, we also had the second highest score in the tournament, so we keep doing this to ourselves. But, you know, we are getting better, I think, with every game. So hopefully when we play again tomorrow against Belleville, who are a really good team, we can show up and get all the skills together and manage to get over the line this time.
Well, thank you very much for chatting to us. Wish you all the best for the rest of the tournament. Thanks very much. And now we're going to be chatting to the winning captain of the Strandfontein Saints, Keegan Mitchell. Keegan, a really good game for you today. Outstanding batting first up.
Yeah, very happy with how the guys came through there, scoring 118 in the 10 overs, so very happy with that.
It really was. You got off to a really scratchy start, though. You had 2 wickets down in that first over, and you were already 3 down before the power play was over.
Yeah, 2 wickets in the first over, but luckily we had Kai there, kept a calm, cool head. He just shows that normal cricket and patience will get you the good score at the end of the day.
Yeah, did you feel that he managed to sort of work out the conditions out there? He played it around a bit to begin with and didn't go for any of the big shots?
Yeah, we went out at the strategic timeout to him. He said he's got it under control, mustn't worry. He said he felt like 90 was a good score, actually. And then at 1 over, it went for 26, got us back into the pound seat, so happy with that.
Yeah, there was an outstanding batting display. I think he hit 6 sixes in his innings. It's the highest score of the tournament so far. And then the bowling effort, you came out and you did really keep it quite tight to begin with. And they looked like they were back in the game midway through, though.
Yeah, our bowlers were a bit scratchy. We need to have a word with him and they need to go for some bowling practice after this. But they managed to pull it through for us, so happy with that again.
Yeah, it's always good to have that scoreboard pressure. Christian Oberholtz outstanding at the end there for you.
Yeah, experienced player. He backed himself there, so we gave him the responsibility.
That's good. Now you're 2 from 2 so far, both pretty tight games, and you're looking forward to keeping up the momentum, I'm sure.
Yeah, the guys give me blood pressure, high blood pressure, but hopefully we can keep the momentum back. We're back here tomorrow, so hopefully we can get another one.
Well, we wish you all the best for the rest of the tournament, and congratulations on the win today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And that's all from the post-match interviews. Thank you very much.